society. Ndị kacha mkpa n'ime obodo niile who the youth. It is not the politicians, it is not the president, it's not the governor, it is not the senators. The most important segment of any society who the youth. Do you know why? Because you are the future of this community, you are the future of the state, you are the future of the federation, even the future of the world. But unfortunately, nobody ejeleli ndị youth anya. So, ekelere the current youth executive of Irete. Ndị mere ihe eji nwe ishi taa. Agmana asụ ngiri Igbo. Unu le ihe gbasara youth. Ihe eji na-eleli n'anya wụ many of you here were the prospects to become the next Mark Zuckerberg, the prospect to become the next Bill Gates. Mana odindo chicha enwere, they almost destroy our youth. Mezi onye ọla wuruzie almost a beggar. Ihe ashin bịa kwuo taa wo time na ihe gbasara drug abuse. Ọ wụ ihe gbasara youth empowerment and community development. Because after today, I hope that we will have touched some souls here. Now, one way or one reason the people in government try to keep the youths in poverty was such that election rule Hane send Dumaka to schools abroad, to US, to UK. Hey, when they gonna run out to they keep youths in poverty, no jobless, no prospects. When they gonna run out to meanwhile, their own children are where? In the US, in the UK, and they pick on you to do those messy jobs. But in Hola, Aya Shalaya, Opesia, Aya Shalaya, Academic Power in Abakuri, Managesia Nuntiama. Owerri Ubu, you can empower yourself and say no to being used by your leaders, do Hegeno. Who makes even Umurumri available? Who makes drugs available? It is the same leaders. They keep their children away from it and destroy you with it. But anyway, shortcuts which you can use to make yourself, to empower yourself. Anyway, three basic shortcuts which the youth can help themselves to empower themselves. One is through sports. Whether more football, more basketball, try and discover within yourself which sports you can do. Because with sports you can overcome the obstacles of society. The second one, music. People are paid millions to dance what she has not done here. So I will encourage people like her to continue, because with music and dancing, you can break the obstacles. And the third and perhaps the most important one is IT, information technology. Bikono, onye nweboga mu ihe gbasara computer, onye ihe ga gbasara programming, ya gbalia, because here awucha the three shortcuts to overcome. Shoot. Thank you very much. Because I'll be very brief, because I'm not here, but because now these three shortcuts will help you overcome obstacles. We need our youth to take over. Leno, Aneku youth, many of us here are in our 20s, in our 30s, in our early 40s. Just last week, there was a president elected in Chile, 35 years old. But given an epic drug me bull about politics. And when the ministers who are in other countries in their 20s, when Yakubu Gowon was president of Nigeria, he was in his early 30s. Mahachi Nigeria, so why must our youth be wasting away? Now, how does all this become part of this drug abuse business? You see, they make it appear as if drugs one way you can overcome the problems. Drugs does not help anybody. That time you are spending, iji usual mawu igbo, mawu mkpụrụ mmiri, mawu ecstasy, you are only wasting your life. So rather than invest on such nonsense, try to develop yourselves. Because do you know the richest space on earth? The richest piece of space? The space between your 2 ears. Oburu Madu, the richest space on earth. Because Gileju Burigama, Iga Top Arere, Ihahegejia Woro, Moke, or wine. Gilemecha government and the Chigai, Gaga Hozo. Ekelere m ndị youth Irete because ihe ahụ ga n'obodo ọzọ gbasara kpaneja alụchi ndị nwụga mkpụrụ mmiri ọgụ. Ndị youth Irete have not done that. That ogoshi that anyị ma ihe. When you flog or beat up somebody who is using drugs, onye nwụga mkpụrụ mmiri ma onye yuga India hemp, gebia gị ihe ga apịagbume ya. Ọrịa ka nga ekpurele onye nwere malaria, ma onye bu HIV, ma onye bu tuberculosis ga apịama ya ihe. It is absolutely stupid. It helps nobody. Rather, ihe ga-eme na encourage una mala those who deal in these substances. Anụchara n'Irete nga. Ndị ahụ na-ere ihe na-eji akpa ego, ọ ndị ga-egide pịa ha, don't be silly, and not the users, because ndị usuge are not well. They are sick. You focus on the dealers, and I can liaise with you to deal with those dealers. Because I want to make home. Now, hang out because in Hollande Chigai, I mean, her youth now to get oil to Pogija, Beke. Now, let me sound a note of warning to everybody here. Because in my several trips abroad, I have visited several prisons: Singapore, Hong Kong, Saudi Arabia, China, in the US. And my brothers, more than 80% of Nigerians age Alabeke for drug abuse wo ndị Igbo. More than 80% of Nigerians age Alabeke wundole ndị Igbo. Ụfọdụ ndị chere nọ na Jamaica, Malaysia. Some are serving prison terms. And when I discuss with some of them, in my Hana column, I have sharing one day how okay to the hala beke. Obala ha ticket. On ele ha visa. On she have become Bahabure, Haburule Apache, Bujelia Malaysia, or Bujelia Turkey. That innocent person, Amasha, Abaye Bilia, she have Brujeme Malaysia or Brujeme Turkey. Emre have failed anima bahu. Yanarun Airport, Asa Chema. Ahun here, Anime. ya gosi amakwa ihe obu ahụ nwanne nwoke ma nwanne gị nwoke ahụ dị ile gị will not be anywhere near you. I have seen these things. I have seen young men who are wasting away in jailhouses abroad. So bikono onye gashi no bia jeli ala bekee jeli ebe junkwala anya ahụ shi nwanne gị nwoke ke nne jiga yakwa na ari ebe ọnụ. Ị hụrụ m n'anya karachi ibe m niile. What is the secret? I gotta be very careful. Now, I'm going to carry back genuine or all of them with that kind of evil mind. But I'm telling you, I have seen several young boys in their 18, 20, 21 years who have 20-year jail terms for Ihana, Mishi, and Odin. That is on the issue of drug trafficking. Related to drug trafficking is also the issue of human trafficking. Turkey or Europe. Imagine arrangements. Give to kidney. Kidney before get. That is what is called organ trafficking. Why am I saying this here? Because in Dembagawo, here we youths, and the majority of the people who are affected by this are between the ages